So my name is Colin Lowe. I'm the owner of Infinite Windows and Doors Limited, based in Milton Keynes. So Infinite Windows and Doors is a premium window and door business dealing in high-end whole house refurbishments or new build projects. This particular property was a whole house renovation. Ordinarily we would be dealing with a client that has an architect in the background. Here, with the client actually being the designer and the architect of the project, it was a very detailed brief, but there were also some changes that we could offer into the project, and that's not just about cost saving, that's about style, thermal efficiencies, and I think we all agree between us that the end result is exactly what we wanted, if not a few steps further forwards.
So when we discovered this property, we instantly fell in love with it for the shape of it and the history of it. The house was one of the first A-frame houses to be erected in the UK. As an architect, I find the history of the house fascinating, and I really wanted to preserve it as we went along. So it's important that we get daylight into the house from day one. The whole house was designed about bringing daylight into the property. So we looked at different elements of the windows. We wanted something that was modern, that was sleek, and we came across Internorm at the Channel 4 Grand Designs show. We liked the product, we liked the slickness of the design, and it was perfectly in keeping for what we wanted to do. We then came across Infinite Windows, who were local to the area and specialised in the Internorm windows, and we designed it together. To be fair, I explained to Colin what I wanted out of the window, and he worked with me to give me exactly what I want. When we was looking at the windows, and in particular Internorm, the element that really sold it to us was the slickness of the design from the outside of the property. You do find that a lot of individuals do not look at the outside of a property when they're designing. This house was designed completely the other way around. It was designed almost as an architectural feature, sat in its own setting, and because we was bringing everything to the modern age, we wanted to make sure the windows fell into the same suit. This then moved on to the amount of variations that you can get with Internorm windows and still seek the external appearance identical. We've got mixtures in here of timber and aluminium and UPVC and aluminium, but the outside of the house still looks perfect from every side. The next thing that came across was the thermal abilities of the windows and the noise reduction, and it was the order of those three elements was why we selected Internorm windows. The highlights of this project and the highlights of building any house is effectively the end product. It was hard work getting there, but by the time you come through to it at the other end and you're sat in the garden enjoying your gin and tonic, it's a perfect property to have as a back setting. I would advise anybody that's designing a property as well should consider the external appearance of the house. A lot of people don't do that, and your house has got roof, walls and windows. The windows make up 1/3 of your property. Think about everything in detail, the way it all goes together, and then you'll end up with something that's cohesive and a delight to look at.